Hey, it's Huck, and I'm going to try to keep this real short today, but I kind of wanted to update you. First of all, just let me give you the big news right off the bat. Huck is back to work, and just in the nick of time. You know, I had a really difficult decision to make here around I think it was the second week of April. HR at work informed me I had 2 days left to either come back to work or lose my job. I'd used up all of the available permissible days off that I was permitted. I'd been off of work since the end of January. I missed all of February, all of March, and at any rate, so I had 2 days left in which to either come back to work or have them, discharge me. And I know I went in and talked to my doctor, and he really told me I should go on disability. His feeling was that if I tried to go back to work, at best I would work a few days, and eventually, find I'd have to go out on disability anyway, because he didn't think I'd be able to, work every day. So the trouble is, I had looked into disability. There's a 5-month waiting period where you don't get paid benefits for the first 5 months of your disability. It takes, on average in Ohio, 3 months for them just to hear your disability claim. And then, I guess, 85% of the time, or more, they reject that first claim, and then you have to file an appeal. And in Ohio, it takes like a year and a half for that appeal to finally be a decision to be made. Now, I guess what folks must do in those situations, because you can't really work during that period of time, I assume that you must have parents or family members or somebody that can care for you and provide for you during that lengthy time that you're waiting to see whether or not you qualify. I didn't have that, option, obviously, and I'll be honest with you. I never pictured myself as going on disability. If there's any way at all that I can work, I want to work, and so I went back to work. With 2 days left of my disability, I went. Of my sick day, permissible sick days. So I went back to work. I returned to work April 9th. Turns out that I was able to work the last 2 days of that pay period, so I got a 2-day paycheck already. And I did miss 1 day. The very next day, following those 2 days of working, I'll tell you, I had lost my voice basically, and I couldn't do the job. So I went to see my doctor that afternoon, and I did return to work after that day. Fortunately, I had a day off the next day, and so those 2 days off, my voice recovered, and I've been back to work ever since. So I've now worked 5 of my 6 scheduled work days since. And unfortunately, I used one of my 2 sick days that I have left, but the good news is that if I'm able to continue working, I'll get almost a full paycheck next Friday, and just in the nick of time, because that day will be give me the ability to be able to pay my house payment. It'll be exactly 1 month late on that day, so that's the latest I've ever been. There's somebody out there that I really need to thank, because they have kept me going. Financially, they've helped me quite a bit. It hasn't been enough to pay all my bills, obviously. I haven't paid my gas bill since I've been off work in January. But the truth is, I've been able to pay the things I absolutely had to pay. Between that and selling a few items that I had here at home, I was able to make, my house payments in January and February and March, and been able to pay my electric bill, been able to pay my car insurance, been able to pay my phone bill. And I've been able to get, some food. And the end of March, I ended up going into Jobs and Family Services. That's like the welfare office here in Ohio. And, several people told me I needed to do this, so I did. Turned out I was eligible for some benefits. They ended up sending me a card for food stamps. I guess I'm eligible for like $194 worth of food stamps a month. So I got that card. And lo and behold, I was eligible for Medicaid. Now that I'm back to work, though, I don't know that those benefits will extend beyond this month. In fact, I had to send some information in now that I'm back to work. So I think they monitor how much money I'm earning, and at a certain point they'll cut off my benefits based on my income. So they haven't informed me anything yet, but I'm just assuming that, probably by the 1st of May I won't get the medical card anymore. I'm almost certain I won't get any food stamps beyond what, was given. But, I'm not complaining. The medical card, though, was really, really helpful in that, my doctor's actually been not charging me the full amount, all this time I've been off. And in fact, there's a couple times not only has been giving me medications because I couldn't afford the prescriptions, but he's waived the office visit price a couple times. So, it's nice to have something where at least I know he's getting paid something. And the truth is, I think you have 60 days from the time you lose your insurance to sign up with insurance, somehow. So I guess when I do run out of this, I will be signing up for Obamacare. I don't know what that'll cost me. I'm guessing in my situation probably $100 a month or so. That's $100 a month that right now seems enormous because I'm so far behind in a few things. But eventually, hopefully by the time I have to do that, I'll be on my feet enough to be able to swing that. So anyway, I promised I'd keep this short. I hope now that my days off are Tuesdays and Saturdays, that every Saturday, maybe every Saturday evening, I'm going to try to post a video. About every other day I think of a political video I'd like to do, as I'm watching the news. But I've also been working on a song. It's actually just a new rendition of a song that I had previously posted. And my voice is still just a little scratchy and stuff, so I'm not sure I can quite perform it yet. But in the next week or two, I'm going to be posting that. Again, Dustin from Vegas was nice enough to send me that guitar. And so I kind of feel obligated to post a song every once in a while. So Dustin, if you're out there, hopefully before the end of April, I'll get something on my main channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for keeping me in your thoughts. And anyway, hopefully I'll be able to see you again on Saturday. Be kind to one another.